Hi guys, it's Gloria. You guys know who I am. That girl, been that girl, will always be that beauty girl. I know you guys know me from TikTok. I do the darkest shade videos. I do dark skin makeup. The girls love me and I love the girls. Hello.
Is true inclusivity. Another one of my favorite foundations is the House Labs foundation. The House Labs foundation, literally, you guys, this is actually my summer shade. So it's a tad bit dark for me, but that's how it should be, okay? Literally, look at that blend.
I think what really prompted me to get into this space was just the sole fact that there wasn't anyone that looked like me. I feel like also growing up and wanting to dabble into beauty, not having that person that I could look up to, not having a lot of women that looked up to me, that representation, it was really easy to feel alone, especially because I was of such a deep, dark complexion. I feel like as I got older, I was able to like really understand the nuances and the complexities of not only just being dark skinned but existing in this world as a dark skinned woman. And so yeah, I wanted to be able to share my experiences, and not only share my experiences but also be a source and a space for other dark skinned women to feel like they can just exist unapologetically for themselves.
This is the darkest shade of the infamous Fenty Skin Tin. This is a dark-skinned girl's best friend.
Look, it was so bad to the point where I just like didn't even want to wear makeup. I didn't wear it like for a majority of my life, simply just because there was just nothing out there that looked right on me. You know, we had the foundations that were always super orange. We had the contours that were not dark enough. The concealers were also like extremely orange, and they were like literally no powders. And you know, granted, we have gotten a little bit better, but there is still a lot of work to be done. And there's still a lot of inclusion work to be done in this beauty space as well. I vividly remember this. I was in like my early mid-teens, and I discovered Nima Tang. She is another South Sudanese YouTuber, and she was literally one of the only ones that looked like me. And I watched her beauty videos, I watched her darkest shade videos, and I was just like, wow, like she is anything and everything that I aspire to be and more. So to finally see that and to see the products that she used, I feel like I had better guidance of like, you know, what brands that I could lean on, what brands that I could like stay away from. And then over time, I feel like, you know, I discovered other Black YouTubers, and they were as dark as me, like Jackie Aina, all those other girls. And even the content that they made, they are dark skinned, and that was just even helpful. I feel like I learned so many tips, and I learned, you know, what colors would look good on me, how to color correct, so many amazing things. And yeah, I just kind of took off from there. It definitely lit a fire under me. I was just like, wow, there are so many people that are experiencing this, so many girls that want to try makeup. There are so many women that have felt alone in the beauty space and have felt so just like excluded. And to see that, you know, there was community in that, and there was community in something that was just like so sad. It was just like, girl, you better get to work. Like, you better go to Ulta, you better go to Sephora and get to work. And I feel like I have spent so many hours in so many cosmetic stores just like going through shades. I've spent so many hours just like on the internet researching and like, you know, finding darker shades and just expressing that through my videos and showing that. I've also gotten a lot of stuff in PR as well. Some have worked, some haven't. But you know, I think it just comes with the job. We just got to get to work.
How is this still your darkest shade in 2023? That's ridiculous. Today we are testing the Hourglass Vanish Foundation Stick in the darkest shade Espresso. The girls love the Hourglass concealer, but is the foundation top tier as well?
I was in LA probably like 2 or 3 months ago, and my luggage got lost with like all of my makeup. And this was actually pre-Fenty event. So I was about to meet Rihanna, and all of my luggage got lost, all of my makeup, all my outfit, everything. And I actually went to Sephora, and I struggled way more than I thought that I would. You know, I feel like as I do the inclusion work, you know, I'm getting the products, I'm in a space where I can buy my own products. I have built my kit, and I've done it for like a few years, and I have all my products. But going into store and seeing that there are not shades accessible to dark skin was really just like a, like, wow, like even though we have progressed, we are still regressing. Like there is still not a standard that the beauty standard is upholding whenever it comes to having darker complexions and making darker complexions. And I knew that that was a larger conversation that we needed to have, and we needed to have it over if it's 5-10 videos a week, it's 5-10 videos a week. We're getting to work. First and foremost, I always emphasize that you are beautiful with or without makeup. If you have a darker complexion, you are really that girl. But also I recognize that like I was younger at some point in time and I was a teen and I wanted to play with makeup. And there was just really nothing for me. And on top of that, I just didn't have access to the money to buy those expensive products that might have had my complexion shades. And so that was always hard to dabble with. So I do try my best to like incorporate like more affordable options and try to do videos where I'm trying more drug test products and like drugstore products. I have a series on my TikTok where I try just drugstore products. I go into store and I like see what the darkest shade of a product is, so on and so forth. And yeah, I tell the girls the price, here's the shade, here's what it looks like, and that's that. And then you can do with that information as you will.
This is the darkest shade. This is the Tula Skincare Skin Tint. The blend is actually everything, you guys. This has been one of my favorite skin tints that have SPF in it that actually work for dark skin and aren't literally orange. Where did it go? That's my skin. It's the perfect amount of coverage, and girl, look at my skin. Yeah, she's that girl.
Everything that I do in the beauty space with my managers, with brands, is all under the intention that I'm doing this so other dark skinned women can be up here with me. So other Black women can be up here with me. The brand trips that I go on, I'm asking for the guest list. Are there other Black women on that trip list? Let me know, please. You know, I literally have always been, I'm for the girls and I'm for the Black women. I always be for the Black women first. And I think that with my content, you definitely see that. I feel like even whenever I was interviewing Rihanna, like, girl, that was my first question. Like, you know, like I'm doing it for the girls and I will continue to do it for the girls. And even though I'm up here and I have gone from like 0 to 100, I want all the Black girls to be up here with me, and you guys are capable of doing it. And I will continue to advocate for you guys behind the scenes. Know that I'm doing the work. Know that we're gonna do the work when you guys are up here with me, and we deserve to be at the top.
Just to truth, I embrace all of those stages and those days and those moments.
Hypervisibility was definitely scary because I feel like I've never seen it to those lengths. And I've never seen someone that looked like me have hypervisibility to those lengths. So it was definitely crazy. And it also came with a lot of like unsolicited anti-Blackness and racism. And that was also a really hard pill to swallow. But I feel like aside from that, there were so many positive comments, and there were so many comments of people being like, I've experienced this too. This is really sad. There has to be something that can change or shift this. There has to be some type of tangible change. So it's really just been amazing to see that, you know, although with millions and millions of people seeing me, there's gonna be the good, there's gonna be the bad. But I feel like as for me, I will be focusing on the good. You know, for a really long time, as a dark-skinned person, a dark-skinned woman growing up, I didn't feel seen. I feel like I was very minimized. I feel like people tried to police my experiences as a dark-skinned woman and police, you know, the experiences from like the colorism to the racism to the anti-Blackness. And I, for a really, really long time, put myself in a box, stayed in that box. I was little. I made myself, you know, just feel the smallness because I feel like that's what everybody else was projecting around me. And I just didn't want to be seen. I didn't want to be perceived at all. And as I grew this platform, I realized more and more that there was just like no way that I was not going to be seen anymore. And now especially, I feel like when I go to the grocery store, somebody knows who I am. When I go to the airport, somebody knows who I am. And it is such a full circle moment to, you know, not only just like heal my inner child, that little girl in me that didn't want to be perceived, but to also grow and see that there are other Black women, because it's usually always Black women, love y'all, that say hi to me, and like just see that I have a community and we are all of community. It's amazing. It's amazing. And I wouldn't trade it for the world. I feel like it's definitely scary sometimes because it's like, girl, I think there's people watching me. But also it's like, you know, you learn as you go. You just learn to be more a little bit hyper aware. And, you know, with what I do comes more hypervisibility, obviously.
I know as a dark skinned girl, sometimes it is very hard for us to actually find products that work for us. So makeup can always be a little bit intimidating at times. But if you are ready to start your journey with makeup, if you are ready to start tapping into new different types of art, I would recommend getting this foundation. It is so good and it works so well on our skin tone. I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it is, but it is so good.
You know, I am hoping to dabble into a little bit more long form content, maybe on YouTube. You guys might see some vlogs from me. I also just want to incorporate a little bit more fitness in my life. I'm a very multifaceted girl. So yes, I do beauty, but I'm also multifaceted. So we'll see where it goes, but definitely in the next few months, tapping more into my little YouTube. The YouTube girls love me, so yeah. I feel like I don't plan my content. I feel like I wake up in the morning and I'm like, what am I gonna do today? And I sit down in my beauty room and it's just whatever comes to mind. I will always tell people that skincare really starts from within. It's what you're putting in your body. You know, your body is literally what you do inside of it. So I feel like because I'm working out, I'm eating, you know, relatively well in moderation. You know, I need a little sweet treat here and there. I feel like that also is playing on my side as well. But in terms of like skincare, I love skincare. I always make sure, like, you know, in the nighttime, make sure you're washing your face. Morning time, make sure you're washing your face using clean towels, changing your pillowcases. Yeah, just like the basic things. And obviously everyone's skin is different, so just make sure that you're following whatever regimen that you're on and be consistent with it. Hi, my name is Gloria and you have just been buzzed, girls.
You are such an inspiration to so many women around the world, especially dark-skinned women. I resonate with Fenty Beauty so much, and you made this brand for women that look like me, and you were the first brand to do it. Such a big deal, you know, you're Rihanna, you built an empire, you've done the things, you've been a mom. My question for you is, what advice would you give to Black women